I'm
हॅलो.
I'm
हा
ready.
गेला तो आता नाही डबल आवाज.
Huh?
आता डबल आवाज येत नाही ना.
No.
ओके.
Okay. Welcome, friends. My
Welcome.
name is Bhushan. Uh, Mr. Ravi, you can just we
Unmute.
don't want the video. You can just put it off, you can just be on the audio part. You can just unmute the video part. Okay, fine. Hello. Yeah, my name is Bhushan. Am I audible to everyone? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So we are four of us today. My name is Bhushan Gaikwad, and there is Mr. Gaurav Oval, and there is Mr. Ved, and there is Mr. Ravi More. So today we are going to talk about marketing. And this is the topic which is very close to my heart, and I've been doing marketing for more than 2 decades. And so basically, the point here is we would discuss what is marketing here and how marketing and trust are connected. So I'll just brush up all the topics, and then we can, have a small discussion on it at the end when I complete all these topics. So marketing is basically, something which is pushing the product or promotes all the promotional activities put together to make the sales happen. That is marketing. So any product which is bought in the market needs to be pushed, and to make the sales happen, there are a lot many promotional activities happening all together. So that process is marketing. And second point is trust. And what is trust basically? So I've been into direct selling for more than 2 decades. I've done, house to house, door to door sales, to office, till tender opening. I've been there. And one thing is there in marketing, trust is very, very important. So when you knock the door of an unknown person in the office, when you reach somebody's office or house, basically, you knock the door and some unknown person opens the door, and within that 5 to 10 seconds, the trust factor is built. Trust is something which, the moment the person sees you in the eyes and, your eyes, and then if he connects it, and that connection leads to trust. So that trust is built within that few 10 seconds, which, which are very, very important. So it depends on your personality, how you look, how you, how your face is smiling. All those things are taken into consideration. And marketing offerings under the sun. This is something topic I would rather make an ebook out of it. So marketing offerings means, what has marketing offered me under the sun means door to door sales, or I've been always on the field. So when you are always on the field, it's like, you're making friends with the sun. There is sun always. And when the sun is really bright and sunny, so that is the time when you think, this is the right time where, you can make sales. So it's like making hay while sun shines. That's the proverb which is really fitting into it. So yeah, so marketing offerings under the sun. What has marketing offered me? So basically, regarding this, one part which I learned is like, it really, puts you into good discipline. It gives you, you are very, very choosy about your health and what to eat, what not to eat, and when to sleep, when to wake up. All these things are there. And so these are, because you need a lot of energy actually while you are on the field, because you come across so many things, so many hurdles, so many obstacles are there, from catching the bus, catching the train, and reaching the office at somebody's office, and you really have you should have that much of breath control, and so you're not panting enough to and speaking in front of the client. So that is one offering which I really would I'm very thankful for working on the field. And you witness so many things, new things happening on the road as well, and lot many things can be observed, and you are up to date. You came across a lot of eavesdropping. You eavesdrop while other people are talking, and you come to know that there is a new product in the market. So that is where the your life shapes in that direction. And one thing is there, I mean, the other point is understanding the situation with calmness. So whenever marketing teaches you to empathize a lot. Empathize is like you're putting yourself into the other person's shoes, wherein try to understand what kind of a profession he is, and this is and why is he talking so, like if he is liking something or disliking something, why is he doing something like that. So you try to empathize and understand the situation with calmness, because there is one saying, because it's like don't win an argument and lose a sale. So he might have a different point of view, different perspectives, but you're not gone there to discuss on anything other than maybe he's talking about some political issues or some other issues, and your views might differ, but you might win that argument. But in the bargain, what happens is the person starts disliking you, because there is a difference of opinion, and since it's your first meeting, he doesn't like you winning that argument. And finally what happens is he doesn't give you the order. So it's like that. So it's not like it's not a win-win situation wherein you win the argument but lose the sale. Finally it's there, you reach his house to reach his office to buy to sell something. And as I earlier mentioned, marketing and health. So marketing really keeps you healthy. Healthy means you are choosy about, you make choices, good choices about what to eat, what not to eat, and some you need some healthy breakfast to start with, because you need a lot of stamina also to run around and climbing 6 floors, where there are no lifts maybe, or lifts are not working at that time. And you really need a lot of and there is effort required, physical tenacity or physical endurance is always required. So that is what it is. There is other one point, the sixth point is multidimensional thinking. Multidimensional thinking is something, since you meet a lot of people, the laboratory is like every person is different, every person thought process is different, and you are bound to think differently, because you need to sell, and when you need to sell, you really need to connect with that person, and when you connect, then only he buys. If there is no connection, then the sale doesn't happen. So, and in marketing you learn actually when you are face to face doing sales, and the other person, and how is he trying to emote on certain things. So there it is, it pushes you to think I mean, you don't think unilaterally many a times, and you start thinking multidimensional. I mean, there are more angles to the same topic, and you can just attack the issue with different thought process. So that is multidimensional thinking, where I mean fresh batch of entrance is like marketing is an arena where it welcomes each and everyone. Everybody can come and start working. It's not like this domain is particular to someone. This is one domain, I think this is my experience, where if there is something to sell for everyone. If he really has to flair for a marketing, and if he really wants to do some career in it, there is something for him. He can go ahead and sell something. So there is always an opportunity. There is always an opportunity. And secondly, uh, there is a cat funnel. There is a cat funnel. So cat funnel is basically content, attention, trust, and transaction. So if you have a good content, if you have a good product, then it's like, you can really sell properly, and then the attention can be derived from other people. Then there is a trust which is built, and then the transaction happens. One point is always I like about this direct selling is, because one advantage I would rather say, uh, I mean, when you sell directly, the person who wants to buy product, he really feels, he really sees it, and then he buys. So that is one thing wherein you have an advantage over digital marketing. This is what I feel. And marketing offerings under the shade are something like that. What you would do, I mean, what the digital marketing offers to you, like, you can sit in one place and you can work, you don't have to run around, and all those things are there. So this is all about marketing, which I would like to share. So if there are any questions or something like that, or we can have a discussion, and you can just go ahead and ask questions.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Uh, can you explain CATT again?
CATT is something like, content, attention, trust, and transaction. So this is the marketing funnel. This is basically, digital marketing funnel, which is there. So with see, nowadays there is always, where there is something like that, the content is the king. Basically, how content is consumed is in a different way right now. So how content is consumed, so where there is always a requirement of fresh content, fresh writers. So if good content is made, and if it's posted on a blog or a YouTube or wherever, then there are followers, there are users, and they like it, and they buy their product. So basically, if the content is good, then the attention is there of the people. And when you have a personal brand, basically, or if you don't, even if you don't have the personal brand, but if they are liking your content, then the transaction might take place. So it's basically content is the king. Content, attention, and transaction, I mean, trust and transaction. So this is the marketing funnel, which a product has to be, the product has to undergo this kind of process under this funnel. Yeah, I hope I have answered it.
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
Yeah, Ved, anything else, or Gaurav, anything else to?
No, it's quite clear, sir.
Quite clear. You should ask something, Ved. I hope, I mean, I have value added something to your, marketing knowledge, maybe to some extent. Yes, Ved?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, sir. Thanks, Ved. Gaurav, do you have any questions to ask?
No.
Gaurav,
Yes.
do you have any questions to ask, or so far about marketing? Do
No,
you have any?
everything is clear so far.
You're clear so far. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Ravi, can you add something wherever? I mean, you two are experienced in marketing, so you have also done some tangible and non-tangible products. So would you like to ask something, or would you like to share some of the experience of yours, maybe?
Basically, I think that marketing is not different from any other department. Like, say, a production person, he is doing production of certain things, but he is also related to marketing because he
Absolutely.
knows what market wants.
Correct, absolutely.
Otherwise, he cannot produce the things which are acceptable by customers' needs.
Correct. I agree.
That is what I think.
I agree.
Even the businessman, who starts the business and he's somewhere else at a remote place.
Yeah.
He also does marketing for what he's producing in some other place.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Right. Right. So marketing is there. So everybody is into, I mean, selling something or the other. And it's like, it's very important to have this kind of a skill for a person. So now I think marketing offerings under the shade. I'll just I'm trying to write a book on marketing offerings under the sun and shade. So the shade here means since I've been on the field for so many years. So it's like I was working on the field, so under the sun, under rainy season, and everywhere. So I wrote that. Now since I'm entering the arena of digital marketing, so I made this topic of marketing offerings under the sun and under the shade. Yeah. So I think if everything is clear, then shall I stop it, or do you have anything else? I would say something about personal branding also. Personal branding is something wherein you learn the formula is you learn, you work, you blog, and you consult. It's about digital marketing where initially you learn a lot, and then you try to work with some agency or something. You work for someone, then you whatever your experience you have, then you start blogging, and then maybe you consult, and then you start your startup. Then you give consultations to other people. This is how the personal branding is also made. This are we are right now we are just touching the points. Maybe in a detailed video we can just cover up one point for one video, like so
Yes, sir. Actually, I had a question.
yeah, you can ask, please.
So, what is the difference between third point and the 10th point, like marketing offerings under the sun and the shade?
Yeah.
What is the basic difference?
Yeah. Actually, what has happened is, I've been in the field for so many years, more than 2 decades almost. So, under the sun is like, it's my own experience. I was on the field, so I was always under the sun and rainy season out on the field. Now I have entered into an arena of shade, where I call it digital marketing. So I'm sitting under the shade and working, maybe in the office with the laptop or
Okay.
somewhere. So I am under the shade. So I have whatever I have learned, I have just connected it as offerings which I have learned from marketing under the sun, and I'm yet to ascertain what I have learned from shade actually. So it's just the initial beginning. So marketing offerings under this is my own personal experience, and I'm going to write some book on it one day. And I'm started writing actually. So maybe you can find this book and maybe I'll publish it someday, one fine day.
Nice, nice.
Anyway, thanks for your question. It was a nice question actually. Okay. Anything else actually, or shall we stop it or something like that? Yes, friends. More, sir.
It's all right. You have covered so far good amount of knowledge.
Yeah, I think then yeah, if we can going ahead, we can just meet again, and maybe we can just start up with something like that, and maybe we can discuss more on a topic like this. Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, then shall I stop it, or okay? It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then thank you so much for joining.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot. Thanks everyone for joining. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone. Thanks Ved. Thanks Gaurav. Thanks Morris. Thank
My
you.
pleasure, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks. Bye.